officially back on the Pennine way and I am ready to rock and roll, although I'm shattered already. So I'm leaving Hawes now, as you can see the church in the background, and we're rocking and ready, I think. A beautiful stunner of a horse. Still in Hawes, but we're working our way out. We've just got a few towns or a few little bits of village to go through, and then we're out in the open wild once again. Coolest jockey in the world. We are not going that way, we are going there. Yep, got my big wacky boots on and we are off. Right, the moment you come out of the village, you've got a nice little incline, obviously south to north, it's a nice little drop, but you can just make out in the distance that that's the hill that Aaron and I finished off on the last video. Bearing in mind, in the last video, my camera messed up, all my software at home messed up, that's why it's a little bit of a funny video. But anyway, let's get on the way. Aaron, you've done a good job to ignore me on this one. Wind's horrendous, weather's, well, I'm soaked already. I've got about a mile and a quarter outside of Hawes. Horrible. That shows you how bad it is at the moment. Onwards and upwards. Well, I'm out of the wind and the rain for a couple of minutes, and it's only because I've got a nice big wall behind me. Mate, that is... oh, that was horrible. Bearing in mind... yeah, ain't good. Not the best day to be out. Feet completely drenched already. 35 mile an hour winds. And I'm in the cover at the moment. Not a good day to be out. As you can see, Biscuit, as you can see, I'm on that long slog to leaving Hawes. You literally climb for quite a while and then you're on a long flat for a hell of a long time, going up and down, hence up and down. It's a slog, man, and in this beautiful weather. Aaron, where are you, man? You would have loved it. Pennine way. Approaching the distance. We're going this way. So that's a frigging deep ravine down there. I think I left Hawes about 1:45. It's now 4 PM and literally in the rain for 3 hours. Proper pissed it down. My feet are absolutely soaked. My shorts, well, they're soaked through to my knapsack. So yeah, absolutely drenched. Got little balls that look like acorns that have shrunk down to little beans. But we're well on our way to Ribble, or Horton in Ribblesdale. What a horrible trail that was. A horrible bit of trail. And the weather, shit. Deep, man. So look over there. I don't want to get too close to that because the simple fact is it's not something I want to fall down. Little rock climber spot. Time to get back on trail. Just when you think you're out of the rain, you're coming back into it. Bastard. Oh, it's still wet there. Oh no. Right. No tent set up. I'm absolutely drenched. Oh shit. That was the worst. 14 miles, whatever Hawes is, to Horton. Oh yeah, jacket absolutely freaking drenched. And I know that that's how bad it got. There's even water in my pockets. Oh, there it is. Even my pockets are full of water. Yeah. Right, I shall hang that up in a minute. I shall put that underneath my pitch in a minute. At the moment, I just want to get my head together. Prospect had done me well though. I just hope everything's dry on the inside. Solar panels, no need for that, was there? I went out the last 5 hours, probably, I don't know, 20 minutes out of the rain. Just, once it came down, it just, yeah, absolutely soaked me. I'm going to quickly sort myself out, get a brew on. I've got to get my feet off, man. See how bad it got. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I'll have a look in my boots in a sec. Could say it's going to be a change of sock. Good sponges, aren't they? Yeah. Alright, we'll go through the map in a minute and I'll point out a few bits from it. Let me just, as you can hear, the rain is coming down again. I'm in the Durston Exped 2 and I'm glad I did, because space is just what you need. Boots that I used. My biggest failure is because I didn't check the weather properly. It was sunny when I booked my tickets to come up to Horton. Sorry, not to Horton, to Hawes. And the moment I got out of Hawes, it started raining. My insoles started rolling up under the sweat and water. In fact, yeah, I've got to somehow dry my tent out. So yeah, let's do this outside, shall we? I am just pitched up in a field in Horton at the moment. That was the worst journey ever. But we'll do these out there. So these are my insoles for my boots. And as I started walking or hiking along, they actually started curling up, going to the front of my boot. Not good, shittiest journey ever. So I only came up here. Oh my God. New insoles for the hokers, I think. Oh no. I don't know if it's that bad in that one. Maybe it got soaked up by the... soaked up by the insoles. Shocking, shite. Hoker. Come up with something better for the hikers that are going through the rain. Gore-Tex probably did work, but like I said, I had a massive failure. So what I did is I only thought there was going to be a bit of rain. Hence that's what the app said. So I didn't take my gaiters and I didn't take my waterproof trousers. Waterproof trousers probably would have saved me. Gaiters even more so. Learning curve, but right, so I came up to do this section of Hawes to Horton. Aaron couldn't make it, so I said, I'll tell you what, I'll go and blast out 14 miles and then I'll see if I can go further depending on the weather. I came up because my dog has been killed. My little Teddy appeared in some of my little videos. He was killed by another dog about 4 weeks ago now, and I just needed to get out. Getting out in this weather, man. Wow. Right, so I'll just quickly take you through the trip from Hawes to Horton using the Z map. Now the map that I always use is these Harvey's ones because they're waterproof, but let's take you through the section that I've just done using said peg. Let's go through said route. So anyway, you start off at Hawes, you go through the little village and you work your way out, and you start off this little hill just here, but then you walk up and you have to go up through these fields. The moment I hit this part, I think that was just going past a barn, that's when it started to get bad. The rain was really starting to come down. I think that's when I sent a message to Aaron. This is just a nice trail actually. It's all grass, so it'd be great in the summer. It'd be great for a little hike in the summer. I might take Aaron and we might start from there again. And this bit hits the track. I met a few people on the track. In fact, right here I met someone. It's a little signpost as well. And then we just keep going down this track, and it's really kind of not too bad, to be honest. It's not hilly, it's just up and down, up and down. The moment you reach this part, there is a fork in the road, and I think there was a car there. Obviously I'm coming from Hawes, so I take the right path, and this right path, it carries on. You're on like a tarmac road for a while, and then about here it switches and you go onto gravel again, and then you come down to this corner bit, take a corner at Calm End, and then you just follow this lovely little trail down to this bridge, which is absolutely awesome. Really nice bridge, and you start to see the features of the land here, and it's really cool. So the topography changes quite a little bit, and then you start working your way up again. I believe there's two routes here as well. I think you can take this route which goes through the farm, or you can take the upper route which goes a little bit higher, and I think I messed up because the app told me to go here. Anyway, careered on down, and you just follow the path. It's just a nice little track, goes on for ages, and I think the roundabouts here was where that little cave was, or where someone had been splunking. After this, you just follow the track down. It takes you all the way down into Horton. Come in the back way, bit of a gravelly kind of rocky road, a rocky trail, and I'm pitched up at Horton in Ribblesdale. And then we've got this lovely little trail to come, which hopefully Aaron's going to join me on this next one, but I might make him come all the way from Hawes so he enjoys it as well. Right, the tent floor is absolutely soaked, so I'm going to have a quick change out these wet clothes and get some nice clean ones. So, excuse me, I've got to put my mat down because it's that wet in here. I should get my sponge on here in a bit. Get myself a brew on. I've started to bring away my nice little cup that you get with the Makeko. The simple fact is, it's a nice little brew cup and it works out ever so well, so it does need to clean. Right, let's get some water on the go. My new little hack for a journey is to leave that one on there for recycling water. That one I always carry a litre, and that one as well. So that's my new little hack, nice and lightweight. That way I've always got a clean bottle or two. Right, let's get some clothes on. Also, new bag liner. Actually, it was a car part. I had to order a new car part for the Cougar, so I ended up getting this, and now I'm using it as a bag liner, so I think it works out for the best. Put this on a roll, get the coffee on while I'm getting changed. And I'm not going to lie either, when your dog's just been killed, you just need some time alone. You need some time to shed a tear, need some time to shout out. Ted was my buddy, you know. He was my awesome little buddy. The little story behind my Teddy was, he was killed by a bull mastiff. My mum, maybe early 70s, so she went and took the dog for a walk. They walked down this little track on the Jurassic Way, and what happened was, he's always off the lead because he's just a gentle little sod, would never nip anybody. He ran off after seeing a couple of little dogs, and with those couple of little dogs was the bull mastiff, not on a lead either. And this bull mastiff had been in situations before, apparently, the deeper we looked into it after the incident, where he'd gone for other dogs. On this occasion he went for Ted, and from the looks of the report, as he picked him up and shook him, his teeth went straight through his flesh, may have crushed the ribs and then burst the lungs. So yeah, my poor Ted took it out a big one. So little Teddy here is no longer with us. So yeah, and gonna miss him. So I'm in Horton in Ribblesdale at the moment, and we shall set off from here next time, and we'll give you another little section of this journey and how it goes. So yeah,